Hi, how are you? What are you up to these days? Hey, very good. Not too good, but alright. Well, like good, just that this back pain that happen these days is really just driving me. I mean, I know I sit so long every day. I try to do all the tips and stuff that you say, but I just I was directed to get some core exercises done, and honestly, I do not look forward to it because I can't take the abs and thing. I hate doing those exercises. Don't know what to tell you, but do you even know what core exercises are for and why it's so important that we do them, especially in the case where you have this back problem? First question is, what do you really think the core is? Because, I mean, what is your idea of core? Core, anything looking like getting six packs and doing sit-ups and things like that, things that really hard. That's to me what core work is, or working on your core is to get your six pack. Alright, but that's not the most accurate picture when it comes to core. Think about the core in two ways. One is going to be responsible for movement, and one is going to be responsible for keeping us stable, stability, and also stabilizing the vertebrae, which is our spine, and the pelvis. The one that we focus on a lot is the one for movement, the outer unit, or the one that is for making us bend side to side, flex forward and backward. Those muscles, such as the rectus abdominis, the internal and external obliques, those are responsible for moving us in that rotational way as well. And we talk about the flexion and sideway bend and all of that. But when it comes to the stability of those core muscles, some of us, I don't even think we know the names that is part of the core musculature and why it's so important. So for instance, I'll give you some names responsible for keeping us stiff and stable. Names such as the multifundus, which is a group of muscles that is responsible for connecting the spine to the ribs and also to the pelvis, the lower back. We also have the diaphragm, we have the pelvic floor muscles, and we have the transversus abdominis, which is responsible for creating that super stiffness along with the diaphragm. That is what we lack, and when we have a weakness or lacking strength in that area, you find a lot of times people become not so able to move properly or do things as they would, and tweaking their back and tweaking their shoulder, because we don't have that stability in the core area, in the middle of the body, to help the outer parts, which is the legs and the hands, move. So, I mean, stability for us to move, for our limbs to move, our legs and arms, has to start in the core area. And think about it, if you're sitting down most of the day and you are not doing anything with the core, it becomes weak. And when that happens, when it's time to really use it, when we do have to move and we do have to do different exercises and different things that we're not sitting, this is where the problem lies. We lose that ability to have that base or stability for our limbs to move. And it also affects the pelvis too. I mean, lower back pain is part of a weakened core. So, some of the exercises that you can look forward to work on the core, exercises such as the bullet dog, the dead bug. You also have a nice one I like called citrus, that's real cool. And my favorite is the ipsilateral dead bug. All those things are focused on you moving the limb while creating stiffness in the core. It's really nice, and it's something you should look forward to, especially if you've been sitting a lot. Your core needs to be strengthened, and you should not take this lightly. Have fun with it. What do you think so far? I did not know. I really did not know. And how you explained it, I have a better understanding of what the core and why the core doing those exercises is so important. I appreciate that information. I think I have a real better outlook going forward when it comes to doing the core work to help me with keeping me being able to move as I should. I appreciate that. Thanks, Denise. No problem at all. I think once you know more than you did before, you can make a better decision. And you know what? When we learn more, we could become more, because education is life. And guys, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you all next week. Take care.